right, so we just had our read aloud. How full is your bucket? Now, for our mentor sentences, which I just explained, we would practice and work on, and we're going to get better at it as we continue. But right now, I'm going to introduce mentor sentences for you. Okay, our first day of mentor sentence is we take a sentence that we find in the book and pull it out so we can look at it and study it and work with it, okay? So the sentence that I took straight from the book right here is, when Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. Now the first thing you do on the first day of mentor sentences is notice. So you all are going to tell me what you notice about this sentence. Now you're going to have a paper on your Google Classroom or in class or in a packet with this sentence on it. Okay, it's probably going to be a little strip or it's going to be a page with a bunch of space left underneath. But the first thing we're going to do is notice things about this sentence. For example, I notice that this sentence starts with a capital letter. Okay? I also notice that it has an end mark. Okay? Every sentence has a capital letter and an end mark too. But how do I show you, or you show me, that I noticed that? Well, I have made a guide so we can write on our sentences how we notice these things. So I'll show you the guide and then we'll do it to our sentence. So here's the guide to how we mark what we notice in our sentences. So the first one right here, we're going to circle any and all punctuation we see, all the end marks, and all of the marks in between that are considered punctuation, such as quotation marks. That's the two little lines together that you see at the end here, okay? And also commas and any punctuation that you have, okay? The next thing you're gonna do when you notice a capital letter here, you're gonna underline the capital letter 3 times. So we notice the capital letter, we're gonna underline it 3 times. Now there's 2 more things here that we're gonna start off doing as we notice things in our sentence. We are going to write a little V over any word that is a verb, okay? So write a V above the words that are verbs. If you don't remember, I'll remind you, a verb describes an action or an occurrence, okay? And we'll focus on that, we'll get better at that as we go as well. We'll go over verbs a little more. We also write a little N over words that are nouns. So write an N above words that are nouns. And a noun is a person, place, or thing. So let's get back to our sentence. All right, so we learned our guide on how to notice things in our sentences. So I want you to try it with me this time, okay? So on your sentence strip, we're going to notice all the same things. So when Felix came down to have his breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. Well, we already said we noticed that the first letter of the sentence was capital. So we marked that by 3 lines under the first capital letter. But wait, we also have to do what? Circle punctuation. And we said that sentences always have a capital letter and an end mark too, which is our punctuation. So I'm going to circle our end mark. And I said quotation marks, these things are considered punctuation. So we're going to circle those as well, and they're at the beginning and end of our sentence, our quotation marks. They look like this. Okay, what else do we notice? Well, I notice that this F in Felix is capitalized. Why is that capitalized, I wonder? Do you write your name with a capital letter? Would you write your friend's name with a capital letter? Yes, you would. So they capitalized Felix. So we're going to do our 3 capitalized lines. Do we have any more? Yes, we do. Down here when it says the title of the book, because it's the title, all the important words are going to be capitalized. So we have to go 1, 2, 3 under every capital letter in the title.
If anyone would like to go for a walk, please come to the front office.
Okay, and now we're going to capitalize nouns, okay? Or not capitalize, silly me, we're going to write a little N, okay, above all our nouns. But we forgot a punctuation. Right here after breakfast, there's a comma, and commas are considered punctuation. Okay, now we're going to try to focus on nouns. Do you see any people, places, or things in the sentence? Because I know I do. First, we know that Felix is a person. So we're going to put a little N above his name because he's a noun. What else? Mom is a noun because that's a person. Mom is a person. So you're going to write a little N above her name. It's not really her name, but it is a person. Also, over here we have the word his. That represents a person as well. Okay? And do we have any verbs, action words, or occurrences? I think we have at least one. Okay? This word right here, came, if he came down, that was him doing something. He was coming down to have breakfast. So came would be considered a verb, so we're going to write a little V above it. Now, the more we practice this, the better we're going to get at it, but that is what you do on your first day of mentor sentences, and we noticed a lot of stuff, so I'm going to show you what your sentence maybe should look like, and it'll help guide you on your next set of sentences when we do mentor sentences next week. Thank you guys.